Hi, I'm Rose Quartz.
I'm Serenity.
I'm Alana.
I'm Peggy.
And we are Your Sweet Carrots. We're also Your Sweet Guys, but that is completely irrelevant today.
But who cares about us guys today?
So...
You can't. No. You can't.
I'm actually really good at fake crying, so that I got a little bit of teary-eyed. I got teary-eyed, but 17's back, so maybe that was why.
Listen, it took us 20 minutes to watch the second teaser. We always take longer for teasers than the music video.
I was gonna say, sometimes with the music video, we watch what we get because there's no more guessing to be done because we just have it all now.
The teaser, we're like freaking out and they throw quick images at us on purpose.
And you have to do a bunch of guesses and put together some theories that we are not good at.
No,
so
we're
finally
not.
they're giving us the full thing with Fear because it's fully out. If you don't know, we've been fans of 17 since 2004.
Yeah.
That's a fact confirmed. Dino was 5. Public record. Public record. Also public record. We have an entire 17 playlist on our channel if anyone wants to go watch. If this is your first time here, they are in our top 3.
They own one
because they're
third of
tied
our
with
hearts.
1 and number 1 and number 1. There's 3 number 1s and 17 is one of them. And if I stare at the camera long enough, my eyes will turn into diamonds. Shining ones, though, at least. Do we have to put together, like, all the stuff that we see?
I don't want,
okay,
I'm just afraid for the part where Mingyu's, like, vaping, like, the souls out of our bodies. Yeah. Fine. We have to do it. We have to watch it. The whole thing, we have to watch
music video. We're gonna keep the lyrics on, but our eyes will, like, be like this, so if our heads are all over the place like a bouncy ball, you know why. Okay.
Fuck! Fuck!
This is a big moment for us. It's like winning a Grammy. It's like winning an Oscar. It's winning winning Oscar's Grammy. It's Oscar has won a Grammy. Oscar is Woozi. The power of Christ compels us. Christ is
Woozi.
Yeah. Okay.
June.
Yeah. Yeah. Get real. China line. Hello? Poison? Unpoison?
Fear, anger.
Oh shit, this beat. Hello? There's no Bye! Stop breathing for a second. Like your hair. What are they so angry? It is
morphin time.
The ain't getting Center Hoshi, I am HARD.
The book, remember?
That's from the thing, the teaser thing where you put it together. Joshua's hair? Are we kidding? The 8 just had so many lines. Where's June though? June and the 8 together. Yes! King.
Okay,
king
what is this? Is he related to like this show?
On my mind. I'm afraid of myself! We're afraid of you and your hair! Oh! Kill it, Beyonce. Bitch. Whitney Houston. I would like to rip my throat out. What is this? June! June's chest! June getting lines!
Bitch! Yes!
Vernon got this part alone. He got it alone and my eyes turn water. Shit up like it's fucking breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
They're all just fucking shit out.
The amount of lines Joshua has? Here.
Bro, the thing that they're pulling?
No. Fuck.
What else?
Then time's up. Time's up. Time's up. Whoa, the lyrics.
Bro, the poetry.
June. June's there. Hey, everyone. June's there. Sorry. I'm fucking dying. What?
You're screaming. They're screaming. else? What? What more do you have to say? What the fuck?
What in the rose quartz and Serenity hell? Bro, why am I crying a little bit? I got a fear. Oh shit! They bro, it's a magic trick.
Mission accomplished. What? Okay.
I would say, and if you
there were so many new things in there for them and us as well.
I literally can't do it. I think my contact just fell out of my eye.
I feel like I'm in fucking disbelief right now, bro.
My contact just displaced itself. So I feel like that was we're back to like our feral carrot selves, which is like our most natural selves, is where we yelled so much that now we have a sore throat and didn't really hear anything that was going on except someone going hard as an MF-er at the end. We know who it was.
Bro, the end was fucking crazy. Listen, Joshua and Junghan threw some new shit.
New things they've never done. It was Junghan was the one that did that himself. He did it himself. Joshua had many a line. Joshua had a lot of lines, and he looked fabulous as shit.
That delivery was so like such a big part of the vibe of the song. That they did some spooky shit.
That part? Are we joking? Okay. There were a lot of like fear things put in there visually that we would have to go through like bit by bit to be like to put that together and relate it to the stories like Dead Poet Society and like the lyrics and stuff that they've been doing.
But we ain't got time for that.
Are we gonna let someone else do that? Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I saw when someone was like breaking down the fears or whatever, I never went back to it. But like seeing what each one was Dino's. His is all he had all microphones lined up in front of him.
Was that
and so it was like something about like his voice being heard, like something of that
Coops
nature.
was himself.
I know.
Yeah. Which is absolutely horrifying to think of. And like
such a handsome man.
Yeah. He's got something special. And when we're looking at him, we want to get sentimental. But like there's something about him where we know how much, I mean, not physically, but we know how much pressure he has on himself as a leader and as a person, like leading all of 17 and wanting everything to be perfect all the time.
Yep.
That he probably always thinks everything he does himself is not as good and he lets everyone else do everything and go up. But we just need to let him know how perfect he is as a performer, how perfect he is as a person, his perfect personality, his everything about him. He's so humble and sweet and talented, and everything he does is just shows how much he shouldn't be afraid of himself and how powerful he is.
God,
because he is a man.
It was a mixture between people doing like the quiet haunting thing and then like an aggressive slam dunk into your eyeballs sort of thing.
A unit type deal with that inside the video where it was like there was some
whenever
softer.
It appeared, it was like either like a little quiet and scared, or it was like
yes, in the form of Woozi, Mingyu, June, the Aid, Hoshi, hi, Vernon
with the dance move, doing the group dance move on his own.
I'd like to say something about him.
Sure.
And is that him as a performer, I feel like people tend to relate to him as a person, to him as a performer, where they know he's like really funny and like memes on the internet. Him as a performer is like very serious, that he shocks you every time when you see it, because you're like, where did that
when he snaps into that mode
from? With him doing the thigh thing up on the top, we weren't expecting that. But like him as a performer is completely different than him as a normal person, and it's sickening. It's sick.
17's probably one of the like biggest groups with that sort of effect,
where it's sick.
Where
because we talked about like the same with Hoshi.
Crazy.
You would never know how he acts in videos as how he doesn't act in real life. It's literally
serious.
That's messed up. That's so
really
sick. Seungkwan doing the same thing. Seungkwan is like the funniest person on earth, and when he needs to get into the mode of I'm Whitney Houston, Beyonce, he does it like no one else. Like his voice is so powerful that it makes his whole presence become more powerful as a singer.
Right. Like when they all were around him and he was in the middle there.
Yes.
And then I love when they have the same part but a different person doing it, so it feels like a new part. Seungkwan and DK, and then it was Mingyu and June and Hoshi, and I just like
that's hot what you just said, and that's hot to me.
And like when they have the same sort of power and energy, but it's a new member.
But it's unique because it's themselves doing it, and then it's a different delivery.
The 8 felt like
the 8.
You know how
just
in the
that's the sentence. The
what's
8,
his name in the Power Rangers when it's just the floating head?
Yeah,
and they go to see him.
Yeah, yes,
that's who
he's like the Wizard of Oz.
Exactly. But that was also Wanu.
Yes.
so what the fuck is even that? And then it looked
Wanu!
like he was coming. What was the effect at the end when it seemed like he was like turning into dust and then not turning into dust? I don't know. Maybe my eyes started doing some stuff.
No, that was you. That was in your brain. You okay?
I started getting dizzy.
The fears are going crazy. Our fears are all mashing up in there.
But he was like,
but Wanu gave a different part of him in this, and I feel like sometimes with different people, you're not like, how much more can he give, because we've seen it all and everything he does is scary, but Wanu literally gave another side of him.
Yep.
Where him just like being in the video, like he looked like broader.
Yeah.
Like his personality and his performance looked broader. He started the song with we were rapping at the beginning. He said, "Hello, I am here," with his deep voice and flawless face.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
which is
sick.
like the grown up dark version of when he did the like when he was doing the moving.
Yes.
In Oh My.
Yeah.
And then it was like,
and
he always has
lead
that weird, like, little role, but he's really, really good at that
if we
spot.
remember, Wanu had that solo stage before anyone remember that, when he was really good and hot and he had the
He'd
long
been
coat
a
on.
star.
So, who's also been a star? Dino.
Oh,
Dino. I feel like anytime anyone looks at him, or just maybe us, we see him as like not a smaller person, but we see him as like little Dino.
Well, we raised him.
Like, yeah, that's our child. That's 17's child. But like the pride we feel when we watch him, and the pride 17 feels, because that's their pride. That's their child. Mm-hmm. But their child that turned into a man, that he is now the star he is becoming and already is, and the talents that he has, that he's ready to show the world, where he's going to create some stuff on his own that's going to blow people away.
Absolutely.
That he is an absolute star.
For this to be what he's surrounded by, and like the environment you're turning into your own person in, holy fuck.
He's got a lot of room. He has a lot of room to do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
Because he has this whole platform where he's like, should I do singing? Should I do rapping? Should I do dancing? What should I do now?
And you have an entire group of people who are so amazingly talented in each area, supporting you in all the areas you're also that talented in.
Yeah.
It's
incredible.
We love it.
Yeah. We love to see it.
We love to see it.
Yeah. DK, we sick. There are so many.
He did that thing with his voice.
Yeah,
that we yelled
we were yelling over, but we could still hear it because it was going through our ears and it was in our brain. So when we were yelling, it's because that was affecting us, like, weirdly. But there are so many positive words we could say about DK as a person, but so many crazy words we could say about DK as a performer. Some of them not appropriate for this channel, but we will say he is on another level. He is so magnificent as a person, and his performance is the absolute tippity top peak chef's kiss you could ever get on earth. The chef's kiss, it's not even
the
going
video,
to do
just
it.
like
Where she, that's DK. He is his thighs are on a different level. His voice is on a different level. He is the most handsome man in the entirety of the world, and that's that for that.
He's the inventor of so many things when it comes to our channel, our feelings.
We had a sign that said thighs on the back because of DK.
Yes.
Lee Sockman was up right there, and he makes our eyes do a 360, and that's fine. But also, I feel like we need to do like a China line.
Yeah.
China fucking line.
I actually like that this time they didn't do
the China line.
Yeah, I like them.
I like the China line.
This time I like them.
This time around, they're all right.
I like that they didn't necessarily do the usual back-to-back high
together, because that's what we're always like.
Right.
What we're always giving.
We love to see it. Yeah. And we love it, but I do like that they were sort of separate entities in this video for the most part.
That's like sometimes even we too much say China line where they are June and The8. Individual people, unique skills, unique as
how do we?
Individual.
Yeah.
They have different skills.
Yeah, they did such different things in this video.
They have different skills. June did a little bit of chest exposure, but what was he doing at the same time? At the front, singing, dancing.
He's got a powerful walk up.
June has like I'll hit you with my shoulder, don't
like when
look
he
at
kicked it on you nice.
Yeah, that's June all the time.
That's how he enters every situation.
And he is one powerful guy. He's one powerful man. One sweet guy that we love.
And like at the end of Clap, and then it just
comes up.
Oh, and it's June time now.
And it's like everyone stand in the line and let June come up to the front.
Exactly. And he's like,
same with The8 though. The8 always has a very mystical attitude when he's performing, where everything, even if it's sharp, still seems a little bit flowy, like the thing he was wearing. Where like he's like he'll whip his cape.
Yeah.
And he comes up like Dracula.
Dude, he's so cool.
And that's what we're afraid of is the 8.
He's always been the coolest motherfucker in the world.
Yeah, he is super cool. Everything he does is super cool. But also what's super cool is people starting to appreciate how good his voice is.
Yeah.
Because he can sing.
Yeah.
And he can dance. And he can rap, actually. So that's crazy. Yeah, we're afraid of the 8 and everything that he can do that he's maybe held himself back from doing. And when he actually finally does everything he wants to,
incredible bitch.
The world's going to explode.
Absolutely.
The world exploding because of Woozi.
Yep.
That it was finally, we saw that it was him.
What the hell was that you did there? God, he's so fucking stressful. I feel like whatever energy is created is like there's a bit more feeling directed toward him because you know that he like always has such a strong hand in it that you're like, what the fuck did you do?
Yeah. And then he has that little smirk about him. Capitalize the G in God. Woozi. Like, he gives us something brand new every single time. And you can't prepare yourselves for what they're gonna do. You just have to like do it. You have to just jump in, dive right in and see what he's gonna do. And also, whatever happened to his body and his face, not in a weird way, but like he's matured, that he's not afraid to wear the stuff and do the things. He's never been afraid, but he's like, he's a full-on man now, is what I'm trying to say. Not to sound weird, but he looks good. He looks real good. He looks so good. And does he sound even better? Always.
Yeah,
capital A.
And the thing that's cool about him is that he's such a genius and can like create things from nothing, but also now he knows so fucking well what the working parts of 17 are. So to be able to put new things together, and obviously everyone has a hand in like their own parts of things, but like he's always been the epicenter of that sort of,
he's a puppet master,
the creative part. And so now he knows like where to highlight things and where to emphasize things, and something that's new and different but still is very this member. And like
it goes along with
stuff.
the dance that they have and the whole look of the comeback, like the aura of the comeback. He puts together so well, and it's absolutely sickening.
And like each member, you can see that they always
he helps
are learning
them grow
more about
through their music,
right? Who they are, what they're bringing to the table, which is everything from everyone.
17 is the table.
The different things that they come together as a group to make so perfectly, and it's just God, it's amazing to watch over time. Like we've said this for years and years and years, that we're like, this is the best they're gonna get. How do you even get better than this? And they just keep doing it.
And they did, and they said, here's Fear. Yes, I would like to put that speaker on and blast it through this house because no one's home right now. But
yeah, absolutely.
We have 2 more guys to talk about.
God.
Let's do it at the same time. We'll talk about them at the same time. Because we can say the same words and it would make sense about both. Hottest, most talented.
Hottest, most talented.
Stabs our hearts every single day with the gaze and the chest. And the tan. And all of it. Minyu and
We
Hoshi.
try to avoid them. We're like, and the video's done, and the video's done.
And we're not talking about anyone else.
I just feel like sometimes that like they end up like in the center and doing stuff all the time, and we're just like,
okay.
And what about it?
There's a thing, and you guys might be able to relate, and we hope you can love them all equally. But when you have a favorite, it's like you're watching, and then your tunnel vision when they're there, and it's not your fault. And that's what happens.
Absolutely.
That it's like you can pinpoint the specific moment that they did this one little thing.
Yeah.
And that's actually maybe scary. That's actually probably weird.
But it's part of our life now. So, and they both of them have a very distinct presence when they appear in the center part, and they both had a powerful center part this time.
Yeah, and they both had a powerful center part.
They both have a powerful center part.
No,
God!
As much as we wish we could talk about how good they look all the time, which is literally every second.
Which is always.
Hottest guys, like literally so fucking hot. But their talent, I feel like we talk about it a lot, but we need to just say how good they are in absolutely everything they do.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything. There's not one thing they miss on. They are like all-rounders. They've got it. Absolutely everything. The rapping.
And I think
singing, dancing, like, they have it all.
I feel like for Mingyu's
There's
like
a reason we gravitated
come
towards
into his multifaceted nature more so
and
over time.
He's like not afraid to be all of the parts.
Right, he does all of the stuff way more now, and like it comes naturally, and it's not like, oh look, Mingyu's singing, oh look, Mingyu's dancing. Like I feel like earlier on it would be kind of more of a thing where it's like, oh look at him do
like
this,
a thing to notice, but now it's just like a thing that happens.
And he's just literally a very strong performer and has grown into the confidence now, and then like
into the shoulders,
and like he's really someone to watch out for overall. He's like a variety king and all these things, and it's like, look at that, look at you flourishing into all of this energy that you've always had, but it's good to watch the growth happen. And I genuinely believe that no 17 chorus or song would sound or feel the same without Hoshi's presence.
Yes, because he always takes the vibe of the song, and we'll go back and people will show us probably on Twitter, because we're not that smart, that it's like he did this thing that meant this with his movements, and I feel like people always see him as like a really funny person that like gets serious when he does the performing, but he is so smart as a performer, like the genius in his brain, like he is truly the smartest person to be able to think of different placements and moves for every member and know how their body works and how good they are at the things they do and the movements and the different types of styles everyone has. Like the way he does that, in addition to how good he is as a singer, because he was supposed to be in the vocal unit, the dancing, obviously that's what we're talking about. Literally, he is the dancer. He comes up with all the dances, and then his gaze throughout the whole thing. I mean, every member of 17 is a different star.
But he has a very specific kind of charisma.
Like a thing that sets him apart as a dancer from other dancers in K-pop. Not in 17 because he works with the group.
Right.
But like him as a performer, as a person, it's just like, not to use this phrase, but it hits different. And he's so like beautiful that like my hands do this and they get tingly and clench, and like my knuckles start to lock that I can't say words about how beautiful his soul and his everything is.
It's funny,
and that's
because
how we get, and we could talk for 20 minutes about each of them.
Right, we both seem to miss the most when we first watch and our favorites pop up, because it comes straight from the gut and the heart when we just
it's a whole lot of love. It's a whole lot of love and admiration for them as people,
because they're doing something new and amazing, and we can't help but
freak
out.
Appreciate it and love it and do all this stuff. So, and the song just sounds gorgeous. They did so many variations of voices and stuff, and the dance and the thighs and the everything. We're gonna do a first listen, but 17 is the greatest group to ever exist. They are the most unique, original. It doesn't like. If you don't love them, we can't. How much more can we say?
There's nothing more that can be told.
How much more can the Carrots do to try to get you to love them? Join this train. Don't hop on the bandwagon because they did something good right now. Get on the train fully. Pack your bags. Get on the train. We're taking an Amtrak to Carrotland. Look at this room. Blue and pink. Look at us. Blue and pink. We love this rose quartz and serenity life. I'm Alana. She's Peggy. We are your sweet carrots. Crack our backs like glow sticks. Bye.